Welcome to Your Bookkeeping Matters. I'm Lisa Turner, bringing you short and snackable weekly episodes on bookkeeping and business matters in an easy to understand way so you can be in control and confident that you know your bookkeeping matters. Let's dive into this week's episode. Hey there, thanks for joining me today. Firstly, before we get into it, I wanted to say thank you so much for all the really kind feedback I've been receiving on the episodes. I am so chuffed to be getting the feedback that I am because I've had some business owners reach out and say how much they're enjoying the show and learning and loving it, even when they thought they were actually on top of things. But hey, we're always learning, even me. And I guess that's one of the reasons that I do this short and snackable show, to give you a new bookkeeping or business matter each week that's simple to listen to and implement things without the overwhelm. So now onto today's topic. You're hiring a bookkeeper. Yay! I'm not going to go and rehash today all the signs that you need a bookkeeper and why and when to outsource. We're talking like you're ready to dive in, boots and all, and get yourself a bookkeeper. So today I'm going to run you through what you need to know now you are hiring a bookkeeper. A bookkeeper, who should be a registered BAS agent, doesn't replace your tax agent or your accountant. So you need to know that you need both a bookkeeper and an accountant, because we don't lodge your annual tax unless the bookkeeper you chose has a registered tax agent on the team, of course. But generally, you need to keep your brilliant tax agent for all things income tax, for both your personal income and your business income, and advice and structure and all those top level things. We work together as a team for you. So engaging a bookkeeper, you still need your accountant or tax agent. Now, every bookkeeper is different. They have a different process, different services they offer, different ways they invoice you, as in it could be hourly, it could be value packages or upfront or after the work is done. And most importantly, different value that they provide to you and your business. So you need to know this, that everyone's different, and choose the one for you that aligns with you, with what you need, your business industry, and experience is really important. Only this week, I had to provide feedback to another professional that they had processed some expenses wrong and claimed GST when it shouldn't have been. And this was because they're not familiar with e-commerce and online or digital subscriptions. I know lots of bookkeepers and tax agents who don't work with e-commerce because it's not the same as traditional businesses and there is more to learn and do. And that's okay. Exactly like I don't work with hospitality clients because it's not my specialty. I do know loads about it and I've worked with them in the past, both as an employee and a BAS agent, but it's not where my passion and my current experience is. So I wouldn't be able to provide as much value and support as I like to. So now that you're hiring a bookkeeper, get one familiar with your industry to get the best from the relationship. Something that comes up a lot for me is, do we all use the same accounting software? And the answer is no. So you need to know what you want to use, if you have a preference that is, and find someone that specializes in that accounting software. If you're already on software, talk to someone who uses that particular one. I have business owners come to me and say they're happy to move to Xero, my software of choice, so that we can work together, which warms my heart, but I don't always dive in and just simply move people over to Xero. Because if you're already on another accounting platform and it's working well for you and what you need, it's actually a big time and cost investment to move. So if there isn't a good reason, I would really encourage you to stay on that software and find another bookkeeper who works with that software. And quite a few times I've told people that I can't work with them and that they should stay on that software, because there are lots of times when the software they're on is perfect for them. But on the flip side, there are times when that software actually isn't working well for them, and we do make the move over to Xero. But there's a lot of questions that I ask first. So find someone who loves the software you are using and can help work out if that's the perfect one for you. In the same vein, you need to know the red flags when hiring a bookkeeper. If the person you're talking to isn't a registered BAS agent or tax agent, that's quite a big red flag. It doesn't mean you can't work with them, but it is a red flag. So really check into what you want them to do and the legal arrangement here as in contractor, employee, because they are legally quite limited in what they can do as a contractor. So the thing you need to know here is that you can't hire any old person as your bookkeeper contractor, because if they aren't registered, there are loads of things that they can't do, and you will still be responsible for doing and setting up or paying the tax agent or accountant to do it for you. And if you hire an employee for the role, you need to know if they know what they're doing, because you as the business owner still are responsible for making sure everything's done correctly. Now, I should clarify, I'm not saying you can't work with bookkeepers who aren't registered agents. I'm just saying it's a red flag, so check into it. Also, if they're not registered agents, they don't have the qualifications, insurance, and ongoing training requirements that we as registered BAS agents do. Sometimes it's a great solution to not use a BAS agent. Honestly though, more often than not, I've had loads of fix-ups from contractors or assistants doing bookkeeping wrong who are just winging it. So make sure you know what's important to you and that you're getting the right bookkeeper for the job. Have a think of any other things that might be red flags for you. Another big one is that they want to do everything and not give you access or send you any reports. Now, that's a huge one right there. So if you don't have access to your accounting software, the very first thing I want you to do when you finish this episode is contact your bookkeeper, accountant, whoever it is, and ask for access. So you need to know how to get into it, because it's also your financial information and you as the business owner should have full access whenever you like. I've got a blog, 10 questions to ask when engaging a bookkeeper, and this will cover off a lot of these red flags and things you need to ask and know. But anything that doesn't sit right in your gut when you're chatting with them is generally a red flag. Trust your instincts and work with the one you feel a genuine and honest connection with. Now, this one might surprise you. You don't need to be up to date to hand your books over. I wonder, did you know that one? You might think that you need a clean and tidy slate before you can start working together, but no. If you are behind and try and rush everything through, it will more than likely take us longer to review and fix the errors for you. Now, a great bookkeeper won't even bat an eyelid when there is older work or catch-up work to get through. We love getting our hands in and getting it all done for you. So while you technically can get everything up to date first, it's not something you have to do. To me, it's a rescue job or a catch-up work. And it's literally one of those services we offer, so you don't have to stress over getting things in that you're not sure about or don't have time to do, which is why you're hiring a bookkeeper. Leave it to us. As brilliant as it will be working together with a bookkeeper, you need to know you can't wipe your hands completely, because we'll have questions. We'll need source documents, and source documents are your invoices or your receipts, and it will be your responsibility to get that information to your bookkeeper. We don't have crystal balls. Well, actually, I do, but not ones that tell me things. So there is lots of things we can enter without bothering you. Those invoices we get you to send through though, they give us the GST we can or can't claim. They let us know what account code or bucket to put that money you spent in. And each quarter or so, we'll need things like bank statements from you to check everything balances. We're not missing any income or expenses. We'll be taking care of all the details, but we'll still need important information from you regularly. Something else important to mention, as the business owner, it's actually your financial responsibility to be all over the figures of your business so that you can make decisions. So even though you have now got yourself a brilliant bookkeeper, or you're about to, taking care of things for you, you can sit back and relax knowing that your numbers are squeaky clean, but read your reports. By the way, if you're not getting reports, that's a really big red flag for me. Stay informed and save for your BAS. They will do the crunching and provide you with the accurate information so that you can grow your business and pay your bills on time. So you should always know if you're being profitable or not, how much super or GST you owe. These kind of things are all on you. So you must still keep on top of these things. Now, I'm going to link some other episodes and blogs that will be a real help to you on this in the show notes. Plus, you can always search my website for red flags, hiring a bookkeeper, outsourcing. There's so much there, and there's as little or as much information there that you want to consume. But the main things you need to know are: 1, you still need a tax agent. 2, every bookkeeper is completely different. There isn't a one-size-fits-all or a universal service model. So when shopping around, make sure you don't base your decisions on how much it will cost alone, because they'll all be providing different services and different levels of experience. 3, we don't all use the same software. Sometimes we use a mix and sometimes specialize in only one that we work with. So check what software they use and what you need. 4, you really need to know what the red flags are, both in general for bookkeeping and for you in your business, so that you find the best one for you. Number 5, being up to date is so not important when you're hiring a bookkeeper. In fact, it has absolutely no bearing at all on being ready to hire a bookkeeper. So take progress over perfection and get that bookkeeper on board stat. Number 6, remember that you still need to be involved, providing information to help us paint the picture with your numbers, and so you can be responsible by saving and planning your cash flow. Outsourcing the bookkeeping does not mean you can say goodbye to all the numbers that you need to know. So, congratulations on hiring a bookkeeper. Enjoy the new part of your team. We absolutely love working with and supporting our clients, and they really are part of the Accounted For You family. And I wish that for you as well, because there truly is loads of amazing bookkeepers out there that you can work with. If you do have any questions, please reach out. I'd love to help you find what you need for your growing business. Otherwise, hit the subscribe or follow button if you haven't already, so we can catch up again in the next episode of Your Bookkeeping Matters. Thanks for popping me in your ears.